kind of dive into Bolo a little bit more, but so I want to get into boss mentality, and then something you touched on just now was just your like having a great mental state, right? So being able to balance those two things, right? So like, what would you say is the characteristics that you have that kind of allows you to kind of break out of that bad mental place and still at the same time have that boss mentality? What do you think? What would you say your characteristics would be if you had to? Well,
I mean, this is kind of like it's a cliche thing to say, but I'm a fighter.
Okay.
Like, I'm a fighter, I'm scrappy, and I'm resilient. So I think that you can hit me and I might go down to a knee, but I'm always going to get back up. So that pursuit of like constant fight to just do my best and to succeed is always something that's in play. And I think that that's something that is so necessary, especially as a startup entrepreneur, is to just have the resiliency to get knocked down and to decide to push anyways. Because in business, there's always going to be failures. There's always going to be setbacks. There's always going to be like kind of dark moments when you're not sure what the future holds. And entrepreneurs really have to have that desire to keep pushing forward. And I was talking about that in boxing too. Like, why are you backing up? You're just giving someone else power.
Interesting. Okay.
Move forward. Like, push forward. And like, don't get bullied, whether it's by your opponent in the ring or just by like life circumstance. So I do think that fighter mentality is something that comes into play, and just like faith, and not religious faith, but just sort of faith
in yourself, kind of thing.
Faith in yourself, faith in the work you've done, and faith in the universe. And just remembering the times that you thought that everything was going to crumble and it didn't. And just trying to hold on to that faith. And I think faith is such a gift. And when we lose that, it's a scary place. Like, a lack of faith is really dark. And so I always think about trying to hold on to that faith, even in like the scariest moments of just like, it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay because, not because the universe will always make it okay, but because I've done the work. And I have to trust that work will pave the way to a path that will be successful.
That's very well said. Because I find a lot of people end up, they lose confidence in themselves, right? And that's a lot of the things I see on a day-to-day basis. Like training people, I see that I constantly have to motivate them, which is fine. This is what I do, right? But at the same time, to be able to have that kind of motivation in yourself and be able to kind of pull yourself from rock bottom and then be able to have that ability to do that for yourself.
I mean, they're lucky to have you. I think that the lowest place is having no faith and having no coach to kind of like see that you're going down that path and be able to sort of like help provide you with the support to bring you back up. I also have a great support network, and I think that's really important. It can be a lonely place, and if you don't have the support of people to lean on and to kind of like share your struggle with, it can be really isolating.
That's for sure. That's well said. Awesome. Okay, cool.